Hello guys, welcome to your lesson. Today we are going to start on page 107. Okay, we have new content and a grammar point. Okay, the grammar point isn't very difficult. Okay, you just have to pay attention. So, first of all, we are going to the grammar point, quantifiers. Okay, to and enough. Let's read here together. To and enough indicate degree. They modify adjectives, adverbs, and nouns. Okay? To means more than what is needed. Okay? And enough means that something is sufficient. Enough. Some examples here. He is too ill to play with the kids. Okay, he is very ill to play with the kids. Too, it's in excess. Okay, maybe if he wasn't so ill, maybe he could play with the kids. Dave is intelligent enough to do the right thing. Okay, it means that he has sufficient intelligence to do the right thing. You are not driving fast enough. It means that you are driving slower than expected. Okay? I don't have enough time to study for the exam. I don't have the sufficient time to study to the exam. It's too cold for us to have a picnic. It means that the temperature is very low, so we can have a picnic. Picnics are outside, okay? How to use to and enough. Enough comes after adjectives and adverbs. Active plus enough or adverb plus enough. Examples. He isn't old enough to watch this program, okay? It means that he isn't the age necessary or he isn't the appropriate age to watch the program. We are not walking quickly enough. It means that we are not in the right speed. Okay, we are going to get late if we don't walk quicker. Okay, we are not walking quick enough. Quickly enough, I'm sorry guys. Number 2, enough can also come before nouns. Examples, we have enough time to go to the supermarket. It means that we have the sufficient time to go to the supermarket and we are not going to be late. Okay? I have not got enough money to buy this computer. It means that this computer is more expensive than I thought, or that I don't have the money needed to buy the computer. Okay, I have less money than needed, not enough money. Number 3, to comes before adjectives and adverbs. To plus adjectives or to plus adverbs. Example, it's too hot to wear that coat. It means that the temperature is high, okay, to wear that coat. It means that the coat is probably very warm, okay? I was driving too fast. I was driving faster than accepted or faster than the speed limit, okay? Number 4, to may also come before nouns when it's used with prepositions, expressions, too much or too many. Remember that much is used for uncountable nouns and many for countable nouns, okay? A, too much, okay, it's here. Too much is used before uncountable nouns. Example, there is too much salt Okay, it means that the food is salty. Okay, normally when we use this, too much salt in the food, it means that it's not possible to eat the food. Okay? B, too many is used before countable nouns. Example, there are too many students in this classroom. Okay, it means that we have more students in the classroom than it's appropriate. Okay, or than we expected. Okay, too many students in the classroom. Very good. Okay, guys, let's go to the new content now. Rocking chair, rocking horse, a porch, a trolley, a cart, to tell off, to assume, idle, cheeky, disturbing, to get on someone's nerves, to set the table, to lay the table, to lay an egg, a shutter, a passage, a jigsaw, ribbon, primary, progress. Very nice. Guys, a rocking chair is a chair that is built on two pieces of curved wood. Okay? So, when you sit on the chair, you can go forwards and backwards. Okay? Normally, we buy rocking chairs when we have small babies. Okay? Because the mother can have the baby on their laps and they can go forwards and backwards to make the baby sleep. Okay? A rocking horse has the same idea, but a rocking horse is a small horse. It's a toy for children. Okay? Also built on two curved pieces of wood. Okay? So that children can move forwards and backwards. Okay? A porch. A porch, guys, is a covered structure in the front or at the entrance of a building, of a house. Okay? It's external, but it's covered. Okay? Sometimes it's surrounded, especially in houses. Okay, the porch is normally surrounded by a net, okay, to protect either from insects or to avoid like your pets to go outside the house, especially cats. Okay? A trolley. A trolley, guys, is a small vehicle with 2 or 4 wheels that you push or pull to transport large or heavy objects. Okay? For example, we find trolleys in a supermarket. Okay, you put all your shopping inside a trolley. This is in the UK. Okay? This same thing in the US we call a cart, the next word. So, at the supermarket in the UK you find a trolley. In the United States, a cart. Okay? But a trolley, guys, is also in the UK, okay, an electric vehicle that transports people, usually in cities, in towns, and goes along metal tracks on the road. Okay? We have trolleys here in Campos do Jordão. Okay? I'm sorry, I said in the UK, no, in the US, okay? So a trolley is that thing that we have in the US, okay? That thing we have here in Campos do Jordão. It's an electric car, it goes on tracks, okay, and it transports people. This same thing in the UK is called a tram, okay? It's not here, but a tram, okay? This is in the UK, a trolley in the US. In the US, no, sorry, not in the US, in both. A cart is a vehicle with 2 or 4 wheels pulled by a horse, okay? And used for carrying goods. So, this thing that horses pull, okay, or push, is called, with goods in it, with food or any other type of good, okay, is called a cart. The verb to tell off. To tell off means to speak angrily to someone because they have done something wrong, okay? It's a very strong verb, to tell off, to speak angrily to someone because of something wrong they have done. To assume. To assume, in some cases, is similar to Portuguese, okay? To assume means to accept something to be true without question or without proof, okay? You just assume it. To assume also means to pretend to have a different name or to be someone you are not, or to express a feeling falsely, okay? For example, you assume somebody else's place means that you are using their names without them knowing it. To assume can also mean to take or begin to have responsibility or control. In this sense, it's the same as Portuguese, okay? Sometimes without the right to do so, or to begin to have a characteristic. Okay? Okay, idle is an adjective. It means not working or not being used, without work. Okay, we can use it for people too. People who are idle are people who do nothing. They're normally lazy. Okay? Cheeky. Cheeky, guys, is an adjective. And it's considered rude, okay? Or to show no respect, but often in a funny way, okay? They try to be funny, but they are disrespecting people. They are cheeky, okay? Disturbing comes from the verb to disturb. You have already seen this verb, okay? Disturbing is something that makes you feel upset or makes you feel worried, and sometimes angry too. To get on someone's nerves means to annoy someone a lot, okay? To set the table and to lay the table mean the same thing, okay? To set the table means to put a cloth on the table and arrange the plates or the dishes in general, the forks, okay? In preparation for a meal. To lay an egg. To lay an egg, people, is something that only animals who are born from eggs do. Okay, so chickens, they lay eggs. Reptiles lay eggs. Okay? A shutter. A shutter, guys, is something that we have normally on our windows, okay? It's normally made of wood, and they cover the outside of a window, and it prevents light or heat to come from going into a room or from leaving the room, okay? It can also be called a metal covering that protects the windows and the entrance of a shop from thieves when it's closed. Okay, that big metal door that some shops have are called shutters. And more specifically in photography, it's the part of a camera that opens temporarily to allow light to reach the film when a photograph is being taken. Okay? A passage. A passage has the same meanings of we have in Portuguese, okay? A passage is usually long and narrow way between two buildings or between two walls, okay? And a passage can also be a short piece of writing or a short piece of music, okay? Part of a larger work, okay? Of a book, of anything that is written, or a part of a music, a passage. A jigsaw. A jigsaw, guys, is a picture. Nowadays we see it more on cardboard, okay? But in the past it used to be on wood. The picture is cut into pieces of different shapes, okay? And they must be joined together. They must be fit together, okay? To put the picture back again. Okay, so to form the picture back again. So we have many pieces and we have to put it together to have the picture, the whole picture again. In another sense, it can be a complicated or mysterious problem, okay, that can only be solved or explained by connecting several pieces of information. Okay, so it can have also an abstract meaning. Ribbon. Ribbon is a long, narrow strip of material used to tie things together or as decoration. Okay? For example, normally mothers put ribbons on small girls' hairs. So they put their hair back and they put a ribbon here, they make a lace, okay? Primary is very similar to Portuguese too. Primary means more important than anything else, main, or for the teaching of young children, especially those between 5 and 11 years old. For example, primary school. Okay, primary school is the school where children who are between 5 and 11 go. Primary school. And primary can also mean happening first. The last word is progress, guys. Remembering that progress is an uncountable noun. Okay, we don't use it in the plural, different from Portuguese. Progress is just like Portuguese, okay? So to move forward, to continue gradually, okay? The same meaning. Guys, let's repeat. The old man sat in the rocking chair on the porch and watched his grandchild rock on the rocking horse. The girl laid the table for lunch whilst her father opened the windows and shutters in the dining room. He has been making progress with his jigsaw puzzle that Emmy had given him yesterday. It was the third time the teacher had told him off for his cheeky behavior and the idle way he did the exercises in class. It gets on my nerves that people leave their shopping trolleys in parking spaces in the supermarket's car park. I assume that the primary reason he wants to clear up the rubbish in the small passage beside the restaurant is for customers not to see it. Every Christmas, the shop assistant wrapped hundreds of presents and tied ribbons around them. Go and see how many chickens have laid eggs this morning and then set the table for breakfast, please. Guys, let's practice. Remember to pause the video before I answer the question, okay? What do Americans call a trolley and where can you find one? Americans call a trolley a cart And we can find one in supermarkets, airports, a hospital, or a restaurant. What part of learning English do you think you have specially made progress in during this book? The part of learning English that I think I have specially made progress during this book is my speaking abilities. Do you have different ones? Let me know. Who sets the table in your house for a special lunch on Sundays? I set the table in my house for a special lunch on Sundays. Do you find it disturbing how some world leaders are not worried about global warming enough? Yes, I find it disturbing how some world leaders are not worried about global warming enough. What expression can we use when we find something too irritating? We can use the expression to get on someone's nerves when we find something too irritating. Who didn't have enough money in order to buy the antique rocking horse? Stephen didn't have enough money in order to buy the antique rocking horse. What are shutters commonly made of, and which countries commonly have them as part of a house's design? Shutters are commonly made of wood and are commonly found as part of a house's design in countries such as France, Italy, Portugal, and Spain. How might a teacher teach a child that it was incorrect or rude to be cheeky towards them? A teacher might teach a child that it was incorrect or rude to be cheeky towards them by explaining it to them first, and then if they repeat the action, they should be put on the corner to think about what they have done. That's my opinion. If you have another, let me know, guys. How long would it take you to complete a 1,000-piece jigsaw? It would take me a few days to complete a 1,000-piece jigsaw because my cats would scatter it all over the house. In what ways do people make assumptions? People make assumptions about other people because of their appearance or behavior in that moment. Do you assume that your teacher will help you learn new things up until the end of your course? Yes, I assume that my teacher will help me learn new things up until the end of my course. What do children often do when they are young? Children often rock on a rocking horse when they are young. Who was sitting on the porch last night smoking a pipe? Mr. Robson was sitting on the porch in his rocking chair last night smoking a pipe. How many shutters does a window generally have? There are generally 2 shutters for each window. Have you read a passage in the book about Mr. Darcy yet? No, I haven't read a passage in the book about Mr. Darcy yet. Who told Brian off yesterday? The airport staff told Brian off yesterday because he had taken large bottles of liquid onto the plane in his suitcase. Who closes the shutters at the end of the day? The small girl who is helping at night closes the shutters at the end of the day. How many eggs did the latest chickens lay? The latest chickens laid 40 eggs this morning. What would be your primary reaction if the school caught on fire? If the school caught on fire, one of my primary reactions would be to help people who need help and then leave the building. Do idle people achieve rapid success? No, idle people don't achieve rapid success. Who will tell you off if you try to steal a shopping cart? The supermarket workers and maybe a security officer will tell me off if I try to steal a shopping cart. Is there a part of a camera that you need to open in order to take a photo? Yes, there is a part of a camera that you need to open in order to take a photo. It's called the shutter. Can you tell me a synonym for passage? A synonym for a passage is a corridor. Where is the camping place that we are going to stay at? The camping place that we are going to stay at is set among the trees near the National Park entrance. Do some people find thunder and lightning disturbing because of the damage they can do? Yes, some people find thunder and lightning disturbing because of the damage they can do. Why do mothers sometimes rock in rocking chairs whilst holding their baby? Mothers sometimes rock in rocking chairs whilst holding their baby because the monotonous movement helps relax the baby. What specially gets on your nerves? Television especially gets on my nerves. What gets on your nerves, guys? Let me know, okay? Guys, this was today's lesson. Thank you very much and see you soon. Bye-bye.